Good morning. Or I guess, well, we've done this bit plenty of times. How you doing on this fine summer's evening? Huh? Oh, you're doing good. Well, that's great to hear. That's real good to hear. Are you feeling nervous at all? I am. I'm feeling like super nervous about all this. No, I don't want to back out. It's just, you know, it's a lot, isn't it? But I want to do it. I want to become, like you. I've given this plenty of thought, and I've decided that it's the right call. No, it's not just because I'm in love with you. I mean, I am, but you know me. I'm not the sort of person to make drastic changes to my own life and self just because someone else might like it. Just for someone else's sake, no matter how much I might love them. No matter how much I might care how they feel. I'm not going to make a change like this unless I think it's right for me, personally. And I think this is. So, yeah, it is a lot, but God, you sound like my bottom surgeon, you know that? Trust me, I'm sure. Okay? I want it. For me, specifically. I want to become a vampire. Okay? It's not for your sake. It's not so that I can live with you forever. Matter of fact, as far as relationships go, I don't know that there are any that could survive hundreds or thousands of years. I hope to love you for a long time, so we're clear. And I hope that, if and when we do part, we'll stay on good terms. But I'm making this decision after giving a lot of thought to the future, okay? Trust me. I want this. Besides, I spent this entire day doing a big ol' last day of living extravaganza. Doing all the stuff I won't be able to do once I'm undead, you know? I had food with lots of garlic, as well as delicious desserts. Really does suck that vampires can't eat normal food. It makes you sick and tastes like ash. So, I kind of went on a little bit of a binge, I guess. I had, let's see, there was the shrimp scampi for dinner. For lunch, I went to this one diner that I really like. It's super greasy, absolute murder for you, but so delicious. And they have this sundae they make that's served on top of a brownie with the richest hot fudge you've ever had. So I had one of those, and I had some tiramisu, and let's see, there was strawberry shake. I had one of those at a different restaurant. as well as a cream puff, like a big one. Oh, and some cobbler at one point. So I went on a big like food binge because I wanted to eat all of my favorite foods one last time. And I've actually got right here, I got one last little treat for before we do this, you know. It is an orange. I know. What a way to finish it off, huh? My last meal. A singular orange. But hey, I like oranges. I like them a lot, right? And I figured it would be nice. You know, I had all those yummy meals earlier. But I also kind of thought, like, wow, it would be nice if maybe the last thing I ate was something I ate while you were here. Just as like a special thing between us. Let's see, what else did I do? I went to the beach. Got a tan going, you know? Spent some time basking in the sun. That was nice. Got a bit of sunburn, like I always do, because I'm so white. So unbelievably pale at the best of times. I'm going to be paper as a vampire, huh? Touched a few religious symbols just for the heck of it, because I know that a lot of those can be a little dicey. Went across running water a few times. Just for the heck of it. Popped by a friend's house unannounced and just let myself in. 'Cause, yeah, we're doing really everything that I'm not going to be able to do. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good last day. I feel ready, you know? Well, not ready just yet. I still have a delicious orange to peel and then eat. Oh, you know what? Because I'm never going to have an excuse to eat another orange again, am I? Which means I'm not going to have the chance to perfectly peel an orange ever again. We're peeling it all in one piece because this is something that, like, when I was a kid, I was really proud of being able to do. It's not actually that impressive, but, like, kid me was like, whoa, I'm so cool. I can peel an entire orange all in one big piece. So, are you excited to turn me? I think it's going to be pretty cool, honestly. I'm looking forward just to seeing what it's like, you know? Like, I know there are downsides. Like, obviously, there's all this stuff. And I've already mentioned I'm not going to be able to do anymore. It's a good orange. Well, like, I know there's the feeling of cold. I know that, not being able to look in the mirror is pretty rough. I know that, immortality's kind of a burden, but well, there are upsides too, you know? Looking forward to being super crazy strong and fast. Looking forward to turning into like a bat or a wolf. Or like a cloud of smoke or something. Honestly, there's a part of me that's honestly sort of excited to see what it's like to drink blood. To see what that tastes like when you're a vampire, you know? Because I don't think... I mean, I've like split my lip open before. So I've tasted blood from that and all that, but like, I've never drank it before. Can't imagine it would taste very good in my current state. So like, well, I guess I'm gonna find out tonight, aren't I? Because I'm gonna have to drink from you in order to turn, right? Interesting. Oh, this is a really good orange. Honestly, it's making me reconsider the whole thing. If there are oranges like this in the world. I'm kidding. Just so we're clear. I know that you've been a vampire for like... Oh, you said you've been a vampire for like 10 years? So it's been a while since you've had an orange, but like... I've always noticed this thing where you buy a bag of oranges from the grocery store. And there's like a 50-50 chance that you're going to get either these like bitter, awful ones. They're like the same kind of oranges, but it's just like luck. You get either these like bitter, awful ones, or it's full of sweet, delectable goodness. This was definitely option 2. Absolutely option 2. Heavenly. Oh, I'm talking a lot, am I? Yeah, it's because I am nervous. Honestly, this is reminding me a lot of bottom surgery. I mean, obviously, the whole process is very different and the end result is very different, but... Can I tell you a secret about what it was like the day of? I decided I wanted that surgery when I was 18 years old. But I was so stuck in my own head. Constantly, like, oscillating. What if I change my mind? Because this is permanent. What if I change my mind? What if something goes wrong? What if it's not worth it? I knew I wanted it, but I put it off. And I put it off, and I put it off, and I put it off. Till finally, the pain in my head, the frustration, the upset, the dysphoria, the depression, the anxiety, it was all just right there. I couldn't stand to keep my body how it was. So I was 22 years old when I finally decided to do the whole thing. And it was therapy appointments, and more therapy appointments, and surgery consults, and laser hair removal, and then another therapy appointment, and then a couple more because my previous letters of recommendation had expired in the amount of time it took me to prep. Until finally, at the age of 24, closing in on 25, it was time, and it was the day of. It was the day of. I'd spent the whole previous night preparing, mentally, physically. There's a lot you have to do to get ready for a surgery like that. And I was sitting there in the prep room and talking to the nurses, talking to my mother. She was there at the time. Getting an IV stuck into my wrist. It was in like the back of my hand-ish. It's the only place they could find a decent vein. Funny. I'm dating a vampire and I'm incredibly difficult when it comes to drawing blood or finding a vein. And as everything was getting prepped, they'd stuck my IV with something. I felt drunk, almost, lying there on the table as they wheeled me to the operating room. And then, they were going to give me something to knock me out all the way. The whole time, on the outside, I'm joking around and projecting this confidence, and on the inside, I'm still screaming, what if I've screwed up so horribly? And then I was out like a light. Next thing I knew, I was somewhere different, higher than a kite, in pain, scared, bright lights everywhere. My mom was there again. And something was quite noticeably missing. You know what the first thing on my mind was when I was lying there in pain, semi-delirious, barely coherent? A nurse asked if there was anything I needed, anything they could do. And I said, apple juice. I don't remember much from the first day or two in the hospital after. But I remember the first time I was properly cognizant of my surroundings and really, aware. There were 6 juice boxes, all apple juice, on the table next to my hospital bed, because I simply kept asking the nurses for more apple juice. Look, the point is, I was super nervous going into it. And even afterwards, for the first couple months after, God, I was so scared. I was scared out of my mind. But then I healed. And wouldn't you know it, in spite of all the self-doubt and all the fear and all the everything, I was right. It was what I wanted the whole time. And I've never been happier. And so when I tell you that today I feel so incredibly nervous, so scared. I need you to understand that that doesn't mean I don't want to do this or that I haven't thought it through. I'm ready. Okay? I'm ready. I want to get vamped up. I'd be pretty happy looking like this forever, you know? It'd be a good way to spend eternity. I'm super hot. And, well, you know, even if I don't spend eternity with you, I think a few hundred more years with you is something I'm looking forward to. Okay? Now, as I understand it, we gotta drink from each other, right? And then you'll be my sire, or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm, ready when you are. Okay? I love you. This is gonna be worth it. I promise. Okay? All right. You ready? I'm just gonna bite down on your hand now. And, well, you already, cut it open, so I'm just... Oh, that does taste kind of gross. Does give kind of a rush, though. I can definitely see how old school, less morally upright vampires could definitely get some humans addicted to the stuff, huh? Messed up that they used to do that. Yeah, I'll keep drinking. So, what comes after this again? Right. Eventually I'm gonna pass out and then you're gonna bury me somewhere and then tomorrow night I'll like dig my way out or something, right? Yeah. kind of a funny parallel, isn't it? I'm gonna fall asleep and then wake up somewhere else, overwhelmed and confused with something fundamental about me changed. I guess technically it's not passing out. It's temporary. Good night, baby. See you tomorrow.